we will start the class. Let me share my screen. Let me know once you are able to see. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
One, two. Yeah. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself first. So my name is Shravan Kumar. I'm a Java GWA online trainer. I have overall 14 years of experience in Java and GWA related technologies. Currently, I'm working for one of the reputed banking company. I don't want to disclose the company name. So I'm working as a technology architect. So I have almost 10 years of training experience, and I have 14 years of real-time experience. Okay, so in this current year 2023, almost I dealt 7 to 8 batches. This is eighth or ninth batch. Let me just quickly. One, two, three, four, five, six, and in 2023 career bridge is one institute I did, so those many batches, and here in online one two, yeah, two batches. This is the third batch. Okay, so total 9 batches I dealt in this current year. Okay, so almost 120 to 130 students I dealt with. Okay. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about me. Let me someone wants to join. Okay. Okay, so this is about brief introduction about me. So before going to give a demo on Java, so I just want to interact with all of you. Okay, so usually I will do that. Okay, I will show you one notes. So this is my previous batch notes. Okay, so I used to take their names. So I just want to know from which background you are, from the big tech or from the degree graduation. Okay, so that I'll have an idea. I will get some understanding about you, so that I will deliver my content. Okay, it helps me to deliver the content based on your understanding. Okay, so we will go one by one. Okay, first I will call out the names. Just let me know about your academic qualification, and the year of passed out, and also the branch. Okay, so first I'll go with Aparna.
Yeah, hi, Shravan. I have done my bachelor's in computer science, passed out in the year 2019.
Okay,
And then now I'm doing my master's at George Mason University in data analytics.
okay, nice. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you, Aparna.
no problem.
Okay, next, yeah, Chandana.
Yes, sir. Good morning. I did my degree BSc Computers 2019, and I'm doing MSc now.
Okay, her MSc in computer science only, right?
No, mathematics.
Mathematics. Okay, nice. Maitri.
Hey Shravan. So I did my bachelor's in computer science and engineering and passed out year is 2020.
Okay,
So I'm currently doing my master's in data analytics.
okay, okay. Thank you, Maitri.
Thank
Rakesh,
you.
Good morning, sir.
good morning.
I'm Rakesh. I did my BTech 2022, sir, in the branch of Triple E, sir.
Okay, okay. So in the 2020, right? Okay. Raviteja.
Shravan, this is Sai here. I think my name got like that.
Aha,
You can
okay.
please say. Okay.
Okay, okay, Sai, thank you. Fanindra.
Hi, Shravan. I completed my BTech in electronics in the year 2021, and now I'm doing a master's in data analytics.
Aha, okay. Sriharsha.
Hi Shravan, I finished my bachelor's in EC, passed out in 2020,
Okay.
and I just finished my master's in computer science.
Aha, okay. Done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Srinath.
Hello, Shravan. I finished my bachelor's in electronics and communication engineering, and I finished my master's in computer science.
Okay. Yash.
Hi, I did my bachelor's in computer engineering
Mm-hmm.
and MS in computer science this year. Finished.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you all. Thank you very much. Because why I am taking all this information is because in our batch we have computer science students and electronic students are also there. Okay, so that I will try to teach from the scratch. Okay, it helps me and also at the same time it helps you as well. Okay, so coming to this uh, a training. Okay, so I'm going to teach you Java full stack training. Okay, so as part of this I'm going to cover core Java, advanced Java, frameworks like Spring. It comes with Spring Boot. Okay, uh, some ORM framework I will teach. ORM framework is nothing but Hibernate or Spring JPA. Okay, so the latest trend is Spring JPA. Okay, so Spring JPA internally uses the Hibernate API only. Okay, so next one, coming to UI, I'm going to teach React.js. Okay, so the prerequisites are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I'll give you some brief introduction, some examples about these HTML, CSS, and JavaScript while explaining React.js. Okay. So anyhow, everyone are familiar with these concepts, right? If you are not familiar, also no issues. Don't worry. Okay. So in your free time from today onwards, please go through, write some examples on HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It is very interesting. Okay, so anyhow I will cover some examples as part of teaching React.js. Okay, so these are the main concepts I'm going to cover, and also along with these concepts I'm going to explain some architectural concepts like solid principles, solid principles, design patterns, design patterns. Okay, uh, REST services. These REST services will cover as part of Spring Boot as well. Okay, but here I'm going to cover some architectural styles what we use in RESTful web services, and also I'll explain microservices architecture. So this is the whole course contents what we are going to cover as part of this training. Okay, so coming to today's session, I am going to give you demonstration on Java. Okay, so how Java came into the industry, what forces uh, 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 to bring this Java technology into the industry. So that I am going to cover as part of today's class. Okay, is there any uh, is there anything else you are expecting from this batch, or whatever the or let me know if I meet your expectation. Is there anything else you are expecting other than this?
No, Shravan, that should be good.
Okay, so coming to today's session on Java. Okay, so I have almost 14 years of experience. Okay, so when I learning Java, it was in the year of 2009. Okay, uh, or 2007, I think 2007. Okay, uh, so Java is at the time Java is a very booming technology. Even now and in coming decades also, Java is very booming technology because most of the applications are developed using Java technology. Okay, so before Java, so what are the different technologies we have that we are going to see first, then we will discuss about how Java comes into the picture. Okay, so before Java, we have different programming languages are there. Those programming languages are designed based on the methodology called procedural oriented programming methodology. Methodology, right? Procedural oriented programming methodology. Using this methodology, there are some programming languages are there uh, before Java. Okay, what are those languages? C, shell scripting, uh, COBOL, Pascal, Fortran, okay, etc. So there are many other procedural oriented programming languages are there before Java. In software industry, we have these programming languages. Okay, if you want to develop a software for any manual work, okay, so we used to write a program using these procedural oriented programming languages. Okay, so there are some drawbacks, and there are some requirements which we cannot able to meet using these programming languages. So so at the time, so they are coming up with some methodology called object oriented programming methodology. Okay, so what are those requirements which they are not able to provide a software using these programming languages? What are those requirements? Okay, I'll name some of. One is concurrency, multi-user management, security. Okay, transaction management. Okay, uh, component based development. Okay, so these are the different requirements which they cannot able to provide a software using these programming languages. Understand? So to meet these requirements, they are coming up with some new methodology called, they introduced a new methodology called object oriented programming methodology. Understand? Using these object oriented programming methodology, so we can able to provide we can able to provide a software using these features. Understand? Got my point? So what are the applications, what are the different softwares which are developed using these object oriented programming methodology? Okay, so I will name some of those uh, e-commerce applications, banking applications, online delivery, logistics, different logistics applications, reservation systems, reservation systems, what we can say, etc. Okay, so these are the different applications which we can able to develop using uh, object oriented programming methodology. Okay, so using this programming methodology we can able to develop these many applications, and using this programming methodology there are some programming languages are introduced. What are those? Java, C++, C sharp, object oriented PHP, object oriented Python, okay, Scala, etc. So using any of these programming languages we can able to develop these kind of applications. Okay, so majorly in software industry we choose Java programming language. Why? Because Java have the rich API and also rich community available in the industry. Understand? So it is very easy to develop these kind of enterprise applications using Java programming language. It doesn't mean we cannot able to develop using these programming languages, but when it comes to performance wise, when it comes to rich API, when it comes to rich community, so Java is the best programming language. Almost we have solutions for all kind of problems in the software industry, where we can provide solution using Java programming language. Understand? Got my point? So these are the different enterprise applications which we can able to develop using Java. Is it clear so far to everyone? If you have any
Yes, sir.
questions, please let me know. Okay. So we can able to develop these kind of enterprise applications using Java programming language. That means Java is nothing but a object oriented programming methodology. Understand? So before 2009 or before 2007, so have you ever seen these kind of applications in the industry, in the market? Have you ever seen Amazon? Have you ever seen Swiggy, Zomato? Have you ever seen Book My Show? Have you ever seen IRCTC mobile app before 2009, before 2007? No, right? So can you please respond? I want to interact with you. So
No,
when
no, sir.
the yeah when these applications are comes into the picture in the recent years only, after 2007, 2006, like that. Okay, so why? What is the reason? Because we have this object oriented programming methodology is there in the industry, and using this methodology these languages are designed, and using particular Java they are all these applications are developed. Understand? Nowadays Java is becoming more stronger and stronger and stronger. Understand? So when I learned Java, it was the version 6, Java version 6 I learned. I started learning from Java 5, and when I joined in the industry it is 6 I used. Okay, so after that actually Java is developed by Sun Microsystems. Later it is acquired by Oracle. nowadays Oracle is releasing Java versions for every quarter. For every quarter or for every 6 months, Oracle is releasing the new version of Java. Understand? Now Java 21 is released recently in the month of September. Understand? So even though it is releasing the new versions, it is not so easy to change the version for already developed applications, because take Amazon website, it is already in the production, people are using it. Okay, so it is not so easy to change the version from Java 8 to Java 21. Understand? Definitely it will take time, it will take lot of efforts. Understand? So but whatever the applications we are developing from the scratch, so we will choose a new version. Understand? Got my point? So what is the current version of Java? 21. Understand? So even though versions are releasing from for every 6 months, the core concepts of Java remain same. Understand? So whatever the concepts we are covering as part of this course, I'm going to cover the core concepts and also Java 8 features. Why Java 8 features? If it is Java 21 is the latest one, Java 8 is the major release in the entire Java programming language. Understand? So from object oriented programming into functional programming, so this transition happens in the version of Java 8. Understand? So I'm going to cover core concepts of Java and also new features of Java. Okay, so even now in 21 also, in 21 version also, whatever the features introduced in Java 8, they are adding some little bit some enhancements in the same features only. Okay, sorry, any questions so far? So this
No,
is,
sure.
yeah, this is what
No.
we are going to cover as part of this course. Okay, and coming to uh, 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 demo demo on Java. Okay, Java demo. So this is a brief introduction about Java. uh, Coming to demo, I'm going to explain object oriented programming methodology. Okay, because I'm going to concentrate on this. Okay, methodology. So learning Java is nothing but understanding the object oriented programming methodology, because not only this Java programming language, all object oriented programming languages are designed based on the methodology called object oriented programming methodology. Understand? So in this object oriented programming methodology, majorly we have four concepts are there. Only four concepts. One is one is encapsulation. Second one is abstraction. Third one is inheritance, and fourth one is polymorphism. Polymorphism. These are the four major concepts in object oriented programming methodology. Not in Java, object oriented programming methodology. Of course, all programming languages are providing functionality for these features. Understand? So learning about object oriented programming language is nothing but learning or understanding about object oriented programming methodology. Understand? So in today's class I'm going to explain all these four concepts. Okay, whoever understands these four concepts very well, for them it is very easy to understand the Java programming language. Understand? Not only Java, any programming language, any object oriented programming language is easy for them. Understand? So learning programming language is not a matter. Understand these concepts and is the main point here. Understand? And one more point I'm going to explain is learning about object oriented methodology is, is nothing but it is actually a thought process. How we need to think, how we need to see the application, how we need to see the requirement. So, object-oriented programming methodology is nothing but it is object-oriented programming thought process. Understand? We need to change our thought process, how to see the requirement, how to provide the solution. Understand? So that is what I'm going to explain now. Understand? Okay. So can we start? Now I'm going to start explaining the concept here. Okay, suppose if someone asks you to develop a software for any uh, for their business. Okay, so let us assume if somebody asks you to develop a software for their grocery store or for their bank or for their training institute, or if someone approaches you and develop a software for shopping mall. Okay, so what you will do, tell me. First we need to have a complete idea about the business, right? So then only we will able to develop a software. So understanding about business is not in our hands. Understand? We are a Java developers. Okay, who needs to give us the requirement? It's a business analysts. Okay, in software industry we have a separate team, we call them as business analysts. So business analysts are taking the requirements, understanding the business from the client, and what they will do, they will prepare the documentation and they will provide us the each and every requirement. Understand? So by taking that requirement, we need to analyze, we need to understand, and we need to create a software. Okay, got my point? So here the first step what we need to understand is the requirement. So before that I want to explain one thing. So most of you all from the computer science background, other than computer science background, I want you to know, do you know a term called SDLC? 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 Other than computer science students, do you know the term
Mm,
called SDLC?
no.
No. So what about computer science students? So do you
It's
know the
software
term called?
development life cycle.
Yes.
Yes, software development life cycle. Okay, this is very very important. Before develop a software, before creating a software, we need to follow the software development life cycle. And one of the popular SDLCs, uh, one of the popular SDLC is waterfall model. Waterfall model. Okay, waterfall model. Just give me a second. Okay, waterfall model. So what is it all talking about? First of all, this is coming up with different steps. Okay, so first we need to gather the requirements, then analysis, uh, design, development, uh, testing. Okay, then finally production. That means we need to production deployment. Okay, these are the uh, high level points of the software development life cycle. Okay, so requirements is nothing but what, if I want to develop a software, I will give you some simple example. Okay, uh, if I want to develop a software, or if I want to prepare some recipe, okay, some dish, if I want to prepare a dish, what I need to do, I need to gather the requirements, which dish. So every day our mother asks us, right? So what dish you want to eat? So she will gather the requirements from us. What dish you want? You want a vegetarian, you want a vegetarian dish, or a non-vegetarian dish? If it is a vegetarian, do you want a dal or a fry or a liquid form dish? If you want a non-veg dish, what non-veg you want to prefer? So these are all the requirements, right? So in the same manner, to develop a software, first of all, we need to gather the requirements. Understand? Take a grocery store. Take a grocery store. What are the requirements? Do you want a software for billing? Do you want a software for inventory management? Do you want a software for manpower management? So there are different things are right. Take a bank. So if you want to develop a software for bank, do you want to develop a software for savings account, current account, loan accounts, fixed deposit, or insurance, or stock market? So what kind of software you want? So we need to gather all the requirements. If you want to develop a software, we need to gather all the requirements. Once the requirements are in our hand, we need to do the analysis. So how to develop a software? Once we are done with the analysis, we need to design first. So simple example I'll give. Suppose we have a vacant land. We have a vacant land. We want to construct a building. What we will do? First of all, we will approach some architect, and we will give land measurements to him, and he will give us the plan. So that is a design. Based on the design, builder is going to construct a building, right? So that is nothing but a development. Once a development got completed, we need to do the testing, whether it is properly working or not. Are there any issues in the development? In the testing phase, we will identify all those things, and then finally we are going to deploy for the end user, for end users usage. Got my point? Is it clear so far? Is it clear so far?
Yes.
Okay. So now now we are going to learn about these object oriented programming concepts. Okay. So why I take up this concept is, so to understand these concepts, first of all we need to understand uh, first of all we need to understand what is a real-time entity. What is a real-time entity? What is meant by real-time entity? Understand? Suppose if I want to develop a software, first I need to have a requirements. In requirement, in requirements we need to identify real-time entities. Real-time entities. Okay, what is meant by real-time entity? So nowadays there is a software for everything, right? We have a software for bank, we have a software for railways, we have software for buses, we have software for movies, we have software for grocery store, shopping mall, e-commerce, logistics, delivery applications. We have software for even saloons. Okay, so we have software for washing clothes. We have software for preparing dishes. We have software for cleaning vessels. We have software for everything. Understand? So 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 what we need to understand is, we can create a software for anything in this world. Okay, so what we need to understand is, everything in this world is a real-time entity. Real-time entity. We can create a software for it. Okay, name some examples of the real-time entity. I will give some. Okay, every one of you can tell me one example. Okay, so laptop is one real-time entity. Okay, tube light is again a real-time entity. Table is the real-time entity. Okay, universe is real-time entity. Now tell me one by one. Aparna, can you tell me what is a real-time entity? Name some example. Or Rakesh? Mm. So anybody?
Mobile,
Mobile.
maybe?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Mobile is a real-time entity.
House.
House. House is the real-time entity. Yes. Name some. Chandra?
Car.
Car. Car is a real-time entity. Very good. Come on, tell me. Ash? Uh,
ATM.
ATM. Very good. ATM is a real-time entity. We will ask Fanindra.
Water.
Water. Water is also a real-time entity. Very good. Yeah, Fanindra, tell me.
Person?
Sorry?
Person?
Person is a real-time entity. Very good. I want to hear from electronics students. Fanindra, Sriharsha, Srinath,
Current, sir.
A mirror.
mirror. Mirror is a real-time entity. Yeah. Others? Bank, bank account. Okay. Enough. These are the different real-time entities. Anything in this world can be considered as a real-time entity because we can create software for anything. Understand? So how we are going to create software? Let's see how I am going to do that. Okay. First I will take a laptop. Okay. So if I call all these as a real-time entities, definitely every real-time entity have some set of properties and behaviors. Properties and behaviors. Every real-time entity, then only we call it as a real-time entity. Understand? If we call one thing as a real-time entity, definitely that should have properties and behaviors. Okay. Now I am going to give you some example about laptop. Okay. Properties of the laptop and behaviors of the laptop. Now we are going to identify. Okay. So why I am explaining all these things is uh, to understand the object-oriented programming concepts. Then it is very easy to understand the Java programming language. Okay. So coming to laptop, what are the properties of the laptop? Tell me. I will tell you: keyboard, RAM, ROM, mouse, motherboard, hmm? motherboard. Tell me.
Storage, hard drive.
Storage drive is nothing but ROM, right? Read only memory. Read only memory is nothing but storage hard disk only. Okay. One main thing I missed here:
Display.
display, monitor. Okay. These are the properties of the laptop. Okay. Coming to behaviors, what are the behaviors of the laptop? Come on, tell me, what are the behaviors of the laptop?
Speed.
Speed is the characteristic. It's not a behavior.
Computation.
Computation, very good. Computation, computation. Install software. Okay. Install software. Watching movie. Prepare document.
Programming.
Programming, very good. Programming, etc. These are the behaviors. That means there is an activity involved here. But coming to this, these are the properties, are nothing but data. Understand? So if you observe carefully at this laptop real-time entity, every behavior is completely based on these properties only. No behavior exists without these properties. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So coming to tube light. Can someone tell me, if tube light is a real-time entity, what are the properties of the tube light and what are the behaviors of the tube light? Tell me.
Lighting, sir.
Lighting is the functionality, right? Some activity. uh, Tell me properties of the tube light. Holder, glass tube, filament, choke, starter, electricity. Do you agree? All these are the properties of the tube light. What are the behavior of the tube light? On or off. Nowadays in tube light we are having the features called brightness adjustment, right? Do you agree? If you take tube light as a real-time entity, these are the properties of the tube light and these are the behaviors of the tube light. Nowadays we are having remote tube lights, or remote control tube lights are also there. We will adjust the brightness using the remotes. Understand? So we can create software for anything in this world. Okay, so this is how we need to start understanding the requirement. So do you agree? Is it clear so far? Okay, so these are the properties and behaviors of the tube light. If you observe carefully, no behavior exists without having these properties. Okay, so properties are nothing but data, behaviors are nothing but functionality. Properties are nothing but data, behavior is nothing but functionality. Got it? So can someone from you will you give me one more example? Then I will give one more example and close down. Which example you want to give? Mobile almost, it is almost like laptop, right? Mobile. Take another example.
We can do it for person.
Person, yes, tell me. Properties of the, yeah, tell me. What are the properties of the person?
We
Or
could consider the flesh, bones, or
flesh, bones,
blood.
blood.
Name,
Sorry,
name,
name. Okay, person name, name, etc.
height.
Height, etc. Okay, now we understood, right? Properties are nothing
Yeah.
but what we understood, right? Tell me the behaviors.
Walk,
Walk, run, talk,
breathe.
breathe, very good, etc. Now we understood, right? What are the behaviors? So no behavior exists without these properties, right?
Right.
So like this, so like this, to develop a software for anything, first of all we need to gather the requirements. In the requirements we need to identify the real-time entities like this. Once we have complete clarity on the real-time entity, then it is very easy for us to do the design. Understand? Suppose I'll give you one more example in the one more example, and I, I will go ahead and explain the object-oriented programming concepts. Okay, so let's take an example for bank account. Bank is a real-time entity. Inside bank we have a bank account. Bank account is also a real-time entity. Now take the properties of the real-time entity. Tell me the properties of the bank account.
Account number,
Very good. Account number,
Account balance.
account balance. Very good. Next.
IFSC code,
IFSC code. Nice. Account holder name.
branch details,
Yeah. So IFSC code replaced with branch details. Okay. Everything will comes there in branch details. Okay. Branch details and some account holder personal information. Enough, right? So these are the properties of the bank account. Now tell me the behaviors of the bank account.
credit, debit,
Transaction.
Transaction, we call it as deposit. withdraw, okay, balance inquiry, okay, balance inquiry, okay. So if you observe carefully, no behavior exists without these properties, right? Properties are nothing but data and behaviors are nothing but functionality. So let's concentrate on this real-time entity because I'm taking this as an example to explain those core concepts, okay? So let's take this deposit as a behavior. To do the deposit, what input is required? Can someone tell me? To do the deposit, what input is required?
Account number,
Very good. Then
name,
name is not required. No,
How
not
Amount.
much
not
money?
yeah. How much amount we
account.
want to deposit? These two are the mandatory, right? Okay. So next, withdraw. Withdraw. Now tell me what are the what
Same,
input
same.
is required? Same account number,
Same account number and
amount
amount.
to withdraw. Balance inquiry,
Account
Only
number.
account number.
only account number. Let's take personal information, update personal information. What is required? Account number and the information,
Address.
rest of the information, etc. What we want to update. Okay. Next, change branch. What is required? Account number and location. Got my point? So, location. In that location, there will be one branch, right? Automatically, that will be assigned. Okay. So, if you observe carefully at this real-time entity, no behavior exists without having these properties. Understand? I hope you understood about the real-time entity and the properties and the behaviors and every behavior acting upon these properties only. Got my point? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to explain about. So to understand these object-oriented programming concepts, first we need to have a clear idea about real-time entity that we understood now. Okay. So we are very confident in the real-time entity. What are the properties and what are the behaviors? Now we are going to learn about. Now we are going to learn about class. What is a class and why class is useful? So, to develop a software, first of all, we need some units, right? So, this real-time entity is an understanding. Looking at the requirements, we understood the different real-time entities. So, what we need to do is to develop a software, first of all, we need to come up with software units. Software unit is nothing but class. So what we are going to do now is we are going to represent this real-time entity in terms of class. Understand? Class is not only related to Java, class is related to every object-oriented programming language. Understand? So now we are going to represent this real-time entity in terms of class. How I am going to represent? Let's see now. Class bank account. Class bank account. Okay. So this is how we need to represent the real-time entity in terms of class bank account. Why we are creating this class? This class I am creating for the real-time entity bank account. So here I am opening the curly brace and closing the curly brace. Within this opening and closing curly brace, I need to represent these properties and behaviors. So first I'm going to concentrate on the properties now. Okay. So now tell me how to represent this account number. First of all, account number is in which form? Tell me. Account number is in which
Integer.
form?
Numeric.
Very good.
String.
Yeah, integer, numerical form. It is in the numerical form. In object-oriented programming language, to represent the numerical data, how to represent numerical data? Using the data type called int. Understand? Now we are done with the representing account number, right? Next, what we need to represent now? Account balance. Account balance is in which form? Tell me.
Integer.
It's not only in integer, it is also in the form of
Float.
Decimals.
decimals,
String.
right? Decimal points, right?
Float.
So in my bank account, let us assume 1,50,075 rupees 89 paisa. So how to represent that one? We have a separate data type called double. Okay, so we use double to represent the decimal data, right? Next one, branch details. Branch details means, tell me. It contains the state, city, uh, IFSC code, pin code, every information, because branch details is in the form of which data? It is in the form of textual data, collection of strings, collection of words. How to represent that one? In Java, we have a type called string. Understand? Using which we will represent that textual data, big textual data. Understand? Next one, account holder name. How to represent account holder name? Collection of words, right? First name, last name, surname. So collection of words. This is also in the form of text only. It is also representing using string. Got it? Next, personal information. So how to represent personal information? Personal information is nothing but account holders information. Okay, state, location, city, uh, house address, contact number, other details, everything, personal information. This is also in the form of textual data. How to represent that? Using the type called string. Got it? So now we are done with representing the properties of the real-time entity bank account in terms of class. Is it clear? So this is nothing but data, right? Is it clear so far? Anyone have any questions?
Uh,
Not sure.
why the class is used? Like, what is a class?
Class. Why I taken this one, right? Is that your doubt?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
because we are going to develop a software for bank, right? So every one of us having the bank accounts, right? So we have
Yeah.
some of us having the bank accounts in State Bank of India, or in Wells Fargo, or in JPM Chase, JP Morgan, or in the Andhra Bank, or we have banks, right? So we are again we are going to develop a software for bank. So we have the requirements. We are going to develop a software for bank account, savings account. Okay. So we identified that real-time entity. So to develop a software, first we require a software unit. Suppose I'll give you a simple example. Okay. So to prepare a dish, to prepare a some nice vegetarian dish, what is required? We require some vessels, and we require some vegetables. Okay, we require some powders. Okay, so in the same manner, to develop a software, we need a class. Class is nothing but representing the real-time entity. Understand?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So
Listen.
here we are representing this real-time entity in terms of class. So first we represented these properties. Properties are nothing but data, and how we represented data? Based on the form of data, we declared it as uh, appropriate type, data type. Understand? Is it clear?
Okay.
Is it clear? Now we are going to represent the behaviors, functionality. Okay. So now let's see. I'm going to represent the deposit here. Okay. So how I'm going to represent this deposit? Deposit is a functionality. That means it is an activity. Okay. It is an activity, and to perform this activity we need to give some input to the bank executive. By taking that input, bank executive is going to do some action on it. Understand? So what input we need to give, that we need to represent between the open and close parenthesis. Okay, what input is required to perform the deposit? Account number, as you said, account number and amount. So account number is in form of which data? Of course integer. Account amount is in form of which data? Double, right? So this is the input we need to give. So we are going to represent this input in the form of like this. Okay, so deposit. After performing the deposit, let us assume after performing suppose, so what bank executive is going to do by taking this input? What bank executive is going to do? First of all, he is going to get the balance. This dot account balance is equal to this dot account balance plus whatever the amount we want to deposit, that. So this is what they are going to do, right? By taking our amount, and they will add our amount to existing balance, and the existing balance will be updated with the newly added amount, right? Got my point? After performing this action, what bank executive is going to give us? Tell me.
New updated balance.
New updated balance. He is going to give us the acknowledgement receipt, right, in the bank.
Yeah.
And if we are performing ATM machine deposit, immediately we will receive the receipt from the machine, and also we will receive the SMS to our mobile, right? So what
Yes.
information we will receive? That information is in the textual form. Deposit is successful and your available
Balance is.
balance is this dot account balance. Whatever the balance is there, that is appended to this string. So finally we are going to receive this string in the form of receipt or in the form of SMS. Understand? So to this particular behavior, what output we are expecting here? Some text, right? So how to represent the text? Using the type called string. So this is the behavior. So how we representing this behavior here in class? Like this. Is it clear so far to everyone? Please tell me if you have any doubts.
Yes.
I'm going to answer your every question. Is it clear to everyone? So this is how we represent the behavior. So in the same manner, I'm going to represent the other behaviors as well. Withdraw. So for withdraw also same input, and balance. So first what we need to do is in first executive bank executive is going to check this dot account balance is greater than the amount what we are trying to withdraw. If it is greater than only, what they will do, they will they will deduct that amount from the existing balance, and they will return that amount, not the text. Now they will we literally get the cash, right? We literally get the cash, right? Is it clear? We literally get the cash. So this cash is in the form of which form? It is in the double form, real cash. So what is the return type of this method, this behavior? It's a double. Understand? If the existing balance is low, what they will return? They don't return any money. Got my point? Is it clear so far? Anyone have any doubts with respect to this behavior?
Uh, can you please explain me what is this dot?
This dot. See, this represents the customer's account. So you and let us assume you and I have a bank account with the State Bank of India. Okay, you and I have the bank account in the State Bank of India. So I went to the bank and you also came to the bank. We both are performing deposit and withdraw in our respective accounts in two different sections. There are two different counters. So you are performing at same time, I'm also performing at same time. So, but software is only one. Okay, we all have software, so we all have bank accounts, but all our bank accounts are belongs to same software. All our bank accounts are belongs to same software. Okay, in your case, your balance, this dot account balance. In my case, this dot my account balance. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. So can I go ahead and explain the rest of the topic? So because this is very important to understand. Is it clear? One more time.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So now we are going to represent withdraw behavior like this. Okay. So the return type of this method behavior is double. Here what output we will get? Some string. Here what output we will get? Some cash. If it is low balance, we will get zero cash. If it is existing, if you have sufficient balance, we will get the required amount what we are trying to withdraw. Okay. So next one is balance inquiry. Balance inquiry. Here account number is enough. So what we will get here? Some textual information. Your available balance is this thing, right? So now let's see how I represented this real-time entity in terms of class. Using this class, we are going to develop a software. Understand? Is it clear so far to everyone? I'm done with the session,
Yes.
today's session. I'm done with the
Yes.
today's session.
Hmm.
Okay. Please join in tomorrow's class also. Okay. I'm going to explain these four concepts. Okay. In tomorrow's class.
Okay,
Uh,
sure. And will it be at the same time, Shravan?
Same time. Same time.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
like I want to know the information like how we'll get the bank details, how we are gonna input them, and also how to execute like after the executing, how we
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
get the output.
Yeah. Everything I'll explain in our coming classes. Okay. We are just trying to understand how to step into the development of a software. We just step into development of software. Okay, slowly one by one. First we need to understand the real-time entities, then we need to create classes. After that we need to compile, execute, and we see the output. Okay, there is lot to do. Okay, slowly one by one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So is are there any questions to anyone? uh, is everybody there in
No,
the
sure.
call? Aparna,
Shravan, I have to say you something.
yes, please.
As we are going forward, I understand that the technicality level is going to increase.
Yes.
So it will be better, like if we get the recorded lectures as well. While we are working on code, like once you explain, like if we are gonna work on it later on. So if we get the recorded lectures, we can just go back and we can take things like reference, or else you
Definitely.
can share material. So
Definitely.
that
See,
will,
see, I'm recording this meeting.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Definitely, I will share this recording and I will share this notes. Okay.
sure,
See,
sure.
I will share entire notes. Okay. So this is my
Yeah,
previous
that'll
batch
be it.
student, previous batches notes. Okay. So don't worry. I will share all the recordings and notes and also the examples going forward. I'm going to use Eclipse editor to write programs. Okay. So and also I want you to work with me parallelly, because let's see, in my previous batch, okay, every student is going to work on their own projects. By the time we complete this course, every student is going to be ready with their own projects in their own machines. Whatever the concepts I am explaining, whatever the concepts I am explaining, every concept they are going to apply in their own project, so that by the end of this course, everyone is ready with their own projects, own softwares. That is what the target is. Understand? Don't worry. Only thing I am expecting from you is, after every class definitely I will give you some assignments. Okay, I will show you some assignments which I gave in my previous batch. Okay. Let's see assignment. After every class I will give assignment. This is assignment. Okay, assignments. So you need to submit the assignments before coming to the next class. Okay, see the assignments. Every assignment consists of R&D questions and also programs to implement. Understand? After every concept I'll give you assignments. Okay. Okay, only thing I'm expecting from you is, after every class you need to complete the assignment, you need to spend a decent amount of time in practice, then come to next class. So I promise you, by the end of this course, you will have enough knowledge to face the interview. You will have enough knowledge to crack it and to get the job. That is my promise. Any more questions?
All right, thank you, Shravan. No, that should be.
Thanks, Shravan.
Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Please come to next class. Please don't skip. Next class, in the next session, I'm going to explain the four object-oriented programming concepts. Okay, these four
All right,
concepts.
sure.
Okay, thank you all. Thanks for joining. We'll meet in
Thank
next class.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.